Need something?
Mm-hmm.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to Jorvaskar.
You look strong.
If you're worth
Come to
anything in a
Jorvaskar
fight.
and be a companion.
Until next time. Need something? Mm-hmm.
by Easmere, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lorius farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthka. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere, is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen, having out jesters. Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skullbar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Alfsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Ride strong.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got 2 clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Stay safe.
What can I do for you? Huh? Of course. It can't be helped. It would seem so.
That was just lying around? Good find.
That doesn't change anything.
Yes. All right then.
I'm so tired.
Now's not the time. Now leave me to my sleep. My strength and patience are waning. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Ah, hello, my Nord friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
How dare you! Mm-hmm.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
Someone's been pilfering crops from my farm. If I find out it's one of your kin, I'll see the culprit rot in prison. I'm surprised you had the wits to notice, Ulfric. What with your nose buried so far up the Emperor's backside? You won't be laughing when the Thalmor come to root out Stormcloak's sympathizers. I've already put in a claim to the land and property you'll forfeit when you're found to be a collaborator. I'll remember that when the Stormcloaks liberate the city. No amount of money will protect you then, Battleborn. Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn, a name I'm sure you know well. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that, but it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. You watch yourself out there.
Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Thalmor against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine. For we are the children of man, and we shall inherit both heavens and earth. And we, not the elves or their toadies, will rule Skyrim forever. Terrible and powerful Talos, we, your unworthy servants, give praise, for only through your grace and benevolence may we truly reach enlightenment. And deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great Talos, not as God, but as man. But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown, born of the north, where my bread is long winter. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love, even as man, great Talos cherished us. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is, friends, the ugly truth. We are the children of man. Talos is the true God of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit. The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords. Sharing the heavens with man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people! So rise up, children of the Empire! Rise up, Stormcloaks! Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine! Trust, you have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable, to you we give praise, and deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great Talos, not as God, but as man. But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown, born of the north, where my bread is long winter. I breathe now in royalty, and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love, even as man, great Talos cherishes. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel, and there it is, friends, the ultimate. We are the children of man. Talos is the true God of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm. Very true is inconceivable to our elven overlords, sharing with man. Ah, they can barely tolerate our presence.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me.
Yes.
Until next time.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare. Bye.
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Need something? I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Balgruff and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. All right then.
What is it that you need? If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could. There is a thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. For you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love, even as man, great Talos cherished us. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is, friends, the ugly.
Yes?
We are the children.
All right,
of
then.
man. Talos is the true god of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Businesses, your children, your very lives.
Saphir, wait,
And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormlords. Embrace the word of mighty Davos.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! I can take care of myself. A Whiterun woman learns how to handle a few idiot men early in life. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day. Mostly.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman, down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Good hunting.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at your Vasker. The Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing battle-borns. Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at your Vasker. The Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing battle-borns. Don't even get me started on that lot. They put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. You take care of yourself now.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a
All
choice
right,
cut
then.
of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. I have several elixirs for sale. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept
Chops and
his
steaks
loss,
fit
the
for a
better.
jarl. Come and see my
Never
selection of the
accept
finest
his
quality
death.
meats.
My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Tired of bread and stew?
Do you
Had enough of
believe
fish and
this
fowl?
old...
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cowl. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you,
The finest
you
cuts,
best keep
fresh
your
from the
mouth shut
wilds.
before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything's for sale, my friend. You need visit no other shops
lost?
today.
Mm-hmm.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Do come back.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the
You're a
finest
talker,
wines.
eh? Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Then we got nothing more to talk about. All right, then.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender racket. Thank you, thank you. No, please, hold your applause. One more song. What say you? Yeah?
Greetings, traveler. Good luck out there.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun.
One of these days, I really have to get something that's more comfortable to wear and easier to put on.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over. Sadia, wake up, dear. Yes, Mom.
And you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. So then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
All the gold in Hammerfell isn't worth cleaning up another pool of vomit.
You want a drink?
His ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Now, please,
Thank
no more
you,
questions.
good patrons of the Bannered Mare. Thank you. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
If he comes back here, I'll have to
There
talk
once was a
Mulgrew into
hero
that
named
bull cast
Ragnar
out for
the Red
good.
who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Need something?
The Imperials. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Whiterun from old Warwickstead.
Yes?
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
We drink to our youth today.
Sure thing, it's yours for a day.
The age of aggression is just
Need anything else?
about
Just
done.
let me know.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
There once was a hero named
The
Ragnar
heat of the
Red,
battle is the
riding
fire
to
that
Whiterun
forges
from
the strongest
old
blades.
Warwickstead.
It's an old Nord
The braggart
proverb.
did swagger
That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her
he
worth.
had made.
You've been talking to those
But then
companions?
he went quiet,
Too
did
hot-headed, they
Ragnar
cried.
Red. When he met the
Weak,
shield maiden,
pathetic
Matilda
cowards, the lot of them.
said,
It wasn't my fault. I told them
drink
over
from
and
me.
over
Now I
that it was an
think it's high
accident.
time
They
that you
wanted me
lie
to
down
prove
and
my
bleed.
worth. So they threw me up
in
against a
clashing
young
and
whelp
slashing,
of a lad,
stealing
hardly old
as
enough to
the
grow
brave
his
lass
first chin
Matilda
hairs.
charged in
I guess
full
they thought a
sea.
woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over. If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.